Well, I am sticking around Truckee today because the weather is like 57 degrees. It's incredible. That's basically summer for us here in Tahoe. And I'm on the ONSRA VELAR because I want to ride trail like this, but not streams like this. You know, a lot of people say that you gotta have the battery on top of the board to be a true mountain board, which is probably true, but this thing is really awesome. It destroys lots of trails, lots of fire roads, and a lot of terrain that is more advanced than I can handle, but the board seems to do it. Especially when you're just going through like grass and easy stuff like this. And then onto the road, it just carves easily, but you do have to keep your speed up in order to really carve. Still too soft on this. Of course, I get the board all dirty. After a long winter, what you see behind me is a very welcome addition to Tahoe. I love spring and summer because then you get to ride e-skateboards, mountain bike, do all the fun things without freezing your ass off, which I have been doing constantly. So today I am heading up to North Star Ski Resort. I'm gonna see if I can get all the way up. Well, I'm not gonna see, I'm going to make it up to the Ritz-Carlton. Straight up climb about 1,100 feet at 8% incline. ONSRA VELAR though should handle it easily. No problem. Just about to start the climb proper to the Ritz-Carlton. About 1,000 feet up from here. Let's get after it. Let's get moving. You know, one of the only complaints I really have about the ONSRA VELAR, which will be rectified if you have the gear drive, but the belts here, even when relatively tight and you heavy brake, the belts do slip. It's like my only complaint. I made it up to the top. Very, very windy up here. About 8 miles and about 80% left on the battery pack. Just a bit of a correction. 60% battery on the pack. 8 miles in. With that big climb, that makes more sense because that's a big climb. So yeah, let's see how much we can regen from 60% on the way down. Yep, so when you're coming down these hills, it really stinks when the limiting factor for braking is actually the board rather than the motor. So I'm a really big proponent of gear drive, and this is definitely a factor where gears are just a lot better. Because these belts, you know, if they start slipping, you're just gonna shred them up. Then you gotta order new belts. and that's lame. So it became very apparent today coming down this big climb that braking is very important, and I can just feel it kind of slipping, and I really like to be able to go faster on the way down because it feels like I'm actually longboarding downhill, and I like to be able to brake, but with this I feel like I have to be so gentle on my braking that I just don't have the confidence of actually going as fast as I would like on the way down because of the dangers of not being able to stop. Well, I was coming back down from North Star Resort and I decided to take a shortcut through Martis Camp. But the thing is, I had to jump a fence, which I guess they have actually cameras on, and so I had a gentleman come pick me up in his Toyota RAV4 and drop me off here outside of the rich people's neighborhood. Just a random door into the side of the mountain. But this is really sweet. I've never been back here, but there's some trails way back there I know of, and then the airport. So this is killer. Only all of the cracks in the road. So 21.7 miles, I have 30% battery left. Really impressive, incredible. Now, the security guard at Martis Camp, where all the super rich celebrities, politicians live, did give me a drive out, but I started the Relive app late, and he drove me, so I think now it's about a wash anyways. So 23 miles ONSRA VELAR, and I have 20% battery left over. Pretty solid. About 1,500 feet of climbing today. Nothing too crazy on the climbing side, though probably more than most people will do, I'd imagine. So, yep, almost 24 miles at 23.8 according to the Relive app. But give or take a little bit, because I did almost get arrested. And on that bombshell, we'll see you tomorrow.